Welcome back to Project 613. Today we learn two mitzvot, two prohibitions about destroying the evidence that would render a person tzarat, destroying the signs with which a person would know whether or not they are a mitzorah, that they have the affliction of tzarat and then have to remain in isolation. You see, we learned yesterday that there is a skin condition called tzarat. This is commonly referred to, translated as leprosy, although it's different. It's a divinely given, a heavenly given skin condition that comes as a result of certain sins that a person has. And in order for a person to know if they have this skin condition, it would come in a few stages. First, there would be a white spot would appear on their skin, but this wouldn't yet determine whether or not the person has tzarat. They would have to wait to see how it develops. If hairs would grow within that white spot, or if it would expand, or if some raw healthy skin would grow inside of it, that would render a person a mitzorah, and then they would have to wait in isolation to see what happens next. So it's likely that a person may try to destroy the evidence. He may try to get rid of these signs. So for example, if these hairs grow within that spot, he may try to cut them off. Or if the raw skin grows inside that white spot, he may try to burn it off. And this is a biblical prohibition. This is the first mitzvah that we learned today. As the Torah says, Hishamer b'nega hatzaras. You must be very careful not to destroy the evidence, not to try take away these signs that would render a person a mitzorah. The second mitzvah that we learned today is very similar to this, but this has to do with a person who has tzarat on the area where hair grows on his body, either in the place where the beard grows or any on the head or any other area where there is hair, because over here the sign to have tzarat is simply if a random bald spot appears on the head or on the area where there is hair. This itself could potentially be a sign of tzarat. However, over here, the way to determine whether or not it is tzarat is either if gold hairs grow within it, or again, if this bald spot expands and it grows. Now, one of the ways of determining this is by shaving around all of the other hair around the spot, besides for a very close line of hair, besides for the hair immediately around the bald spot. This way, if a week later that hair falls out, then you know that this person is a mitzorah because his bald spot has expanded. And over here, the Torah tells us as well that we have a biblical prohibition, ve'es hanesek lo yigaleach, which means that it is forbidden to shave off the hair immediately surrounding that bald spot, because by doing so, you would again eliminate the chance of being able to determine whether or not this bald spot is tzarat, and this is a biblical prohibition. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.